They've played it 10 times so far this year. They've lost every single one. But, here's the but. They've all been really close. There's been a lot of 13-11s in there. There's been an overtime game. And certainly, if you keep playing Mirage, you keep leaving it open in your veto, you keep knowing other teams are going to pick it, you have to have been working on it, right? Like, this has to be a priority point for Apeks. Otherwise, you just constantly have a glaring weak spot in every map veto.
Is this the, you know, the gamblers betting double the amount every time fallacy? They just keep going, just keep playing Mirage. They're going to win eventually.
Surely. I mean, this is a nice start to it. Okay, looking clean in this pistol. Sense and Sausalito combining well. They've got a flank developing early on. They went for an early mid push, and that means that jkaem's going to be in the back lines before Monte's expecting it. Move well the player out towards ticket. I mean, a bomb plant here feels like an impossibility. Oh, no, jkaem. Come on now. Oh, boy. Oh, it's all going to be fine. The flank doesn't quite go to plan, but everything else does.
Okay, good start. That's what we needed. Pistol round. No plan for Monte. What they needed. Okay. Are Monte gonna buy anything? Nope. Just the rattlesnakes out in play. Oh, Warrior's got a piece of 50. Well, if they can find a one frag, that would be pretty good going, I think.
I believe in 2. I'm going for 2. Both of them coming from... We're going to go with Ryu in this round.
I'm surprised jkaem wants to play top mid. Feels like there's nothing stopping a couple guys from coming under, and then he's just sandwiched.
Yeah, he needs help. If you want to play this, that's fine, but if you have a con player... So weird to leave him on an island here against pistols. They must have been expecting the force buy. Because this does feel like an incredibly strange way to play if you're just against blocks. Well, jkaem's going to farm it up. And it is, in fact, all good. Oro gets the 1. Not going to get my 2 kills. None of them going to be on Ryu. But, you know, you miss every shot you don't take, Alan.
Yeah. I guess so. Rifles out. AKs across the board for Monte. Norks managed to muster an AWP very early on. Where's he going to position that? Of course, window will be the standard. And... be the case. Plays there at the start as jkaem nearby. Early mid smokes for Monte, but that is a ruse. It's going to be an A hit. Free in Palace. And for now, it is just Sense anywhere near A.
You guesses first. Couldn't get it with the P250, but he's doing it here. Rifle makes that a little bit easier. Ooh, the face in, maybe a little bold for Gizmy without the flash. They don't have any more flashes, so there was none to spare. Re-smoke on, 4-on-4 in this retake. Still a couple Molotovs as well. DemQQ needs to deploy the force. That forces cast Sausalito forward. Right into the barrel of Waro, and that appears to have been enough. Apeks do not fancy this. The reposition from Knock tells me everything I need to know. They're not going for this.
It's just not worth it, is it? Steeko's going to drop one, as can jkaem. Keep these guns going. It's definitely a buy in the next. Can't afford, though, to die on the retreat.
Not getting away.
Gonna be borderline now. Good for Monte. And be it a great read, be it a bit of luck. Perfect time for there just to be the sole A defender. And Sense could never get a good fight. Never get a good fight.
Feels like a lot of what Apeks likes to do on the CT side, and this is true of most maps. They like to get flanks. They like to go for pushes. I mean, you even saw it in the pistol round, right? The push up mid, very early on, just not something that's very orthodox to do in a Mirage pistol. This is what they like to do. And I feel like...
My criticism is, why is Sense playing solo aggressive on the side? He's alone.
Yeah.
If the call is, let's fight mid, why is Sense in a position he can get isolated? That's the problem. And not to say it's just Sense. Where are the... You know, did Apeks have a good profile? There's a lot of layers to it, but fundamentally, not quite on the same page. And that is not a good way to start this round. jkaem already down for the count.
I mean, this is Monte as well, playing to what they expect from Apeks, right? That's 3 players just sitting in the underpass, waiting for the push to come through, knowing that the push is going to come through. And sure enough, jkaem serves himself up on a silver platter.
I think Apeks needs to stack, don't they? Look at their nades. They've got no kits. They can't really afford to let this go to a standard
hunting.
execute an after plant.
Oi, this is the round. This is such a risk. And he misses. Well, it's over. It's effectively over. You need a hero play from one of Sausalito or Sense, because they're going to crunch on towards this A site. They know they've got Sausalito under pressure. They know they've done damage to him. And actually, they control both peripheries, so they could take it either way.
Yeah,
really pick your poison here.
Definitely NB now that Sense is going to frag. But it's perfect. Apeks had to just play off the information at their disposal. I don't blame them for leading numbers A. But it hasn't worked out, and it's the same story again. Best case scenario is saving rifles.
You can just feel the pressure that Apeks put themselves under, right? jkaem goes for that underpass peek, dead. Knock feels like he has to bring something back, pushes top mid, dead. I mean, it's just... It's very individual on these CT sides. It's one player taking a peek, taking a fight. There's no support for it. There's no flashbang for it. There's no nothing really for it. And it does not work out.
It's also...
No survivors.
It's also... It's so easy to look in those, you know, in a man down, or equally even in the 5-on-5 when they just had no nades, they couldn't play a slow round. And look at it and say, okay, somebody needs to do something. But you've hit the nail on the head. It's because they're doing it alone. And equally, we're not saving a lot of these guns either, because we're not working well together to save the guns. It all adds up, and this is the result. They're back on USPs. Fly out a connector. And it's a house and abattoir. Free for Monte, money in the bank too. I'm getting nervous for Apeks. You're only 5 rounds in, but I'm getting nervous. No kit for the defense. Oof.
Oh. Here we go. Here's a peek. Again, it's just a try peek in, but it works out. They're at least doubled up. And Sausalito wins the duel in apartments. I still don't feel like this could be sustained, but they get away with it this time. Sometimes that's all you need. Space in towards mid. I think the big question now, Alan, is how healthy can they stay?
It's not done yet. It's not done yet. Let's see if Monte can cook. Gizmy. Well, he's definitely not going for a stealthy approach.
He's trying to bring in attention, I think. Not going to work out. Krasnal trying to creep up. Ryu getting nothing. It's looking good. All right, Krasnal. What do you have for us? Bit of damage? Okay, 1 at least. A blemish on the record. A second found. They can't let this get expensive. That was the op out of play.
Oh!
Don't have any money to spare. This molly might finish off Sense. Oh, he's got to be away from that tick. Bombs now down. Krasnal, he's making this work. How on earth is he making this work? But the last spray gets away from him. Focused on the stairs player. He's not ready for Stiko behind. And so 3 will limp through, but look at that health. This almost came together.
Krasnal is so dangerous. Sense took a tick of that molly. I think it only did 1 damage, the tick. Quite incredible. But as you said, the economic damage isn't something to be sniffed at. Certainly leaves Apeks in a bit of a precarious position. As we get into round number 7, both teams full buy. See how Monte choose to open. They've done a lot of set plays, and this round is no different. It could be the Palace round again, and I think it is. This time, though, look at the difference. jkaem's in sandwich. It will not just be sense alone. It will not be as easy.
jkaem, down for 1. Now the question is just the ticket player. Oh, they try and plant the ticket. That's a blunder. You didn't have any control. You didn't have any vision. And Stiko might just punish them. Stiko down. Now they can do so.
This is a very early run for mid from Waro. The bomb is not down.
Oh, now it won't be. Uh-oh. Waro still should have this con player. Yeah, there's just no world where you expect it to be this close already. Again, as you said, the bomb's not planted, and Waro, it works out beautifully for him.
What's the idiom? Thin line, genius, and insanity.
Sure.
I think for a lot of that, it was in the insanity realms. But it works. You still see the gaps, though, for Monte. They clean the site, but they don't put any util into CT. They don't have, you know, flash a player in to clear it, then plant. The flowchart wasn't quite there. But they still make it work. And Apeks now out of cash. All invested into this one, no kits. Similar story to what we saw earlier with having to get aggressive, take gambles. They haven't got the kits or the util to play an extended round. This time the plan was B aggression, but I think they're going to have to reroute. In the meantime, Monte's for 3. Waro is doing even more damage. And Apeks look rattled to me.
Nice shot on. And unfortunately for Apeks, I think they might just have to concede this round. They've really got nothing to get them back in. The positioning is poor. There's no kits. There's no real utility. There's a smoke and a flash. Limited on the weapons as well. Yeah, they know. They know what we know. Which is that they've got no business going for this. Now the question is how many bodies can they keep alive? DemQQ has been
really
patient.
to save on this half. And this one matters probably more than most.
DemQQ finds another. Sens felt like he had to deal with the wolf at their back to keep the sheep safe. Well, he may have failed as a shepherd. Crunch on in, DemQQ. Oh, just feasting here. One gun makes it through barely there for Stiko. This is a disaster. The flock's been slaughtered. It's just Stiko, the lone survivor. There's no guns to build on into this round, and Monte. I mean, it feels like so many of these takes are just so easy for them, right? It's like 1 kill, rounds over. 1 flash, rounds over. They're playing fairly straightforward Mirage, and it's working.
There's got to be a reason Apeks has lost 10 in a row. 2024 Mirage. And it comes down to the small things, doesn't it? This round, Ryu almost caught. Almost punished. Just a little bit too fast. Aramis is just the pistols. Best chances if Sense can rotate and put this gun to use. Just need somebody to scoop up the bomb. Does Monte? I think they're going to be A-OK. It's just Sassanito. 1 player on a Deagle bench. Well, the doctor's ordering highlight play. Let's see what we get. Not much.
Nice little play above the smoke. I mean, certainly there's a round of doubt. So just enjoy the individual highlights. Have we seen enough to describe this as disastrous for Apeks yet?
Worrisome. A couple more, and we'll go for disastrous.
It feels like it almost. All right, I'm gonna do a little armchair psychology here, if you will. Allow me this, Alan. It feels like this is a team that's in their heads about a map like Mirage, right? Losing 10 in a row, having so much difficulty on it. They're trying to do too much in so many of these rounds, right? They're going for so many pushes, so many aggro holds, and you can just see Monte's just waiting for it half the time because they know Apeks' tendency here. And it's not like there's ways that you can do calculated aggression. This is certainly a map that lends itself to it, but it's a lot of dry pushes, dry peaks. Just taking a fight, taking a corner, just seeing if you can win the duel. And if you lose that 50-50 fight, the round's in disaster.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember when I was coaching Endpoint if we had any maps that were quite... Inferno was always a problem. And we went back to the drawing board several times. We could just never find a way to play it. And our best results came when we just tried to play standard. Even if we knew the spots weren't perfect for the players, we just put them in the most comfortable that we could find. And that's maybe what you're getting at here is Apeks, certainly going into Copenhagen, would have been practicing a lot of Mirage. You do not go to a major with a weakness in your map. And I just wonder if they've added a lot of stuff and too many cooks in the kitchen, trying to change too much at the same time. Maybe they'd be better off just playing standards Counter-Strike. They played a lot of Mirage with these individuals, obviously. But 3 rounds to go in this half, that is not a lot of time to make changes. Check out Sassanito. He's just pushed B.
Gives him something.
Got some space.
Something to operate off of.
Appears like the bomber's going to come back to B in the end. Let's see. Or he's sticking around in A ramp. Okay, it's going to be an A split. This is
good setup.
This is the best position Apeks has been in for a long time.
It just comes off of holding on to it. They don't have utility. Oh, and they just lost the first kill. First domino goes against them. So now the defense is split. Stiko should be able to get here in time, but Knock missed shot. He's traded out. So it falls apart. They try and play a bit more standard, but this one comes down to you do have to win your fights. And not a one goes their way. Bomb down. Sassanito, I mean, it's a save, but it just feels disastrous, right?
Yep.
The money's going to be in shambles again. You're starting to get into that point where you almost feel like you have to try and pull off an insane 1v4 hero play because nothing is working.
This is officially panic stations now.
Yeah.
They'd also only paused once until a couple of rounds ago, so they definitely need another one of those. And because they're not saving guns either, we're never getting repeat buys. I mean, as you kind of hinted there, we might be getting enforced by territory soon. Given the way this has gone. I think, though, they got to seed it. I think they got to give this one. Allow Monte a good route up to 8, but at least ensure another buy in round number 12. Let's see, it should just be a half buy here. Whereas for Monte, it's also too easy in this matchup to say, Apeks is really bad on Ancient, they can't find a consistent playstyle. Monte are punishing, they're finding the gaps, their defaults are clean, they're running simple but well-executed rounds in my book, and it's working. They're the better team right now on Mirage, and it's bearing out heavily, of course, in the score line. They've been brilliant.
Look at this, though. Jacob's found the vacant space. Okay, hold on. This is another dry push. This time it's working out for them. DemQQ, though, has a chance to change that. Ooh, who flinches first on this Palace fight? Was that balcony footstep close enough for DemQQ to hear it? I don't think so. That might put him on high alert. This is where Monte's going back to their default. We've taken mid control. We've got a player towards either boundary. We're waiting, and then we're going to read and react. DemQQ's throwing a bit of a flash, trying to throw a bit of a fake. They're not biting too heavily because of jkaem's forward position, which means the 3 players are stacked up in towards B, and now Nox getting a bit adventurous here by the bricks. Eco goes looking. That's a big kill found. That's a rifle, and that might funnel them back in towards A. The bomb shifting this way. Question becomes, Sausalito can't hang on, caught from ladder. That's a problem. They lose the cap player as well, so now mid is shut down. Pressure on, Sense in trouble. And utility being set up for this A take. What can jkaem get done from the Palace? He's got to be the hero of this round. There's just no other way around it. Stico's coming on the flank as well, but if they can get the bomb punched in before this happens. They lose Sense again in the window, and these flanks now, there's nothing to play off of. Except the element of surprise. Stico gets one. Might have DemQQ as well, but all right. DemQQ just sits in the flames and secures it.
Good round from Gizmy as well. Mechanically, he's looked great. Looked so good over the last few days. Combined with the games from DemQQ and Waro. No surprises, really. The Monte are having a great time. I think another aspect of this half is, in terms of healthy full buys, I reckon Apeks have only had 2 or 3 this entire half. Their economy has been a mess. And this round is one of their better ones. Got to capitalize, though. They wanted to go for mid-aggression, but they've lost their sole B defender. This mid-aggression, it's got to do something, because Waro's got B.
jkaem. Erased. Tag and a frag coming through. I still don't know that Warro's here. They still don't know that Warro's here. All right, Warro, time to activate. Sleeper cell activated. Secret agent activated. Speaking of secret agents, Sausalito gives him the switcheroo. Slips down under. What can he do, though? There's still so much work to be done. He's found Warro. I was going to expect the next, but he's not prepared for Krasnal through the market window. 9 rounds on the board. Utter domination this half. And we'll take a break to try and shake it off.
Yes, right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you. Kick back, relax, there's no rush in wrapping things up for good. Feels like you're my first crush back then in the neighborhood. And higher we fly, admire the beautiful things you do. And higher we fly, desire these moments just with you. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you,
This one could be quick, folks. We're back in at the half, and Apeks have been getting battered. If anything, this scoreline actually is even worse than it looks, because Apeks won the pistol and the follow-up.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, one more of the next 10 rounds.
One gun round.
On their Mirage CT
One
side.
gun round. Well, needless to say, Mike, they need a good start to this half, and a missed molly, not ideal.
Oh boy. Let's see, 4-on-4 possibility. Yeah, I don't know about sticking on your plant spot when you start getting spammed before the smoke blooms, but he'll try and commit. Salsanito and jkaem bring in the kills. This pistol round might be theirs as well, but it's crazy. They're gonna win this pistol, and even in this pistol, I can see the signs of how disjointed it is. The missed Molotov, the missed timing on the smoke bloom. Like, this is one of the most disjointed Mirages I've seen in a very long time, and I watch NACS.
I watch UK Counter-Strike. Don't know what you're moaning about.
Well, Gizmy's here. This is still qualifies.
Yeah. Hey, he's been good, alright. He's been good. But yeah, I think Apeks have a lot to prove to themselves and us as we get further and further into Mirage. Waro says, no respite. No easy rounds. DemQQ does damage, not the frag though. But we know the truth. We know how dangerous Monte are on this sort of investment. Waro hitting shots like it's his middle name. Fear of God in Apeks right now.
Where do they want to go? Just does want to finish B. Bomb positioning tells us that. Though I suppose if Sense gets enough space here out of Con, he could call them back through the underpass. Still a minute. There's plenty of time to cook. There's no reason to rush this. Resmoking towards mid, but the B players want to commit. Now Sense has been lost, so that's definitely going to tip the scales. In towards B they go. It's Ryu here. We have seen Ryu hit some insane headshots. Speaking of headshots, knocked down.
This is an absolute nightmare.
Now they've got the guns. Uh-oh. Oh, Ryu's gonna collect. Not quite a Huandig, but he'll take it either way. One more bullet in the gun, but the chance of the bomb plant is gone now. Every second inches closer to jkaem's execution, and there it'll be at the hands of Krasnal. Oh, forced by one. I mean, put them out of their misery at this point. Apeks looking like they need to be taken out back behind the shed.
It's graphic, but it's true. I think it's fair. It's fair to call this a disappointing performance, isn't it? It's fair to say we expected better things out of this series. Where are Apeks? Where are they?
Gone. Shell-shocked in their heads. I don't even know. This is a tough Mirage to diagnose because it just feels like I don't know. It feels like the worst parts of what we saw from Apeks at the very beginning of this year, where there were a lot of moments where they felt like 5 people playing Counter-Strike independent of one another as opposed to 5 fingers of a hand. There's less of that now, but it still seems to be so disjointed here. And Mirage should be the map that's like the most obvious. Even for teams that don't prac Mirage, they should know how to play Mirage.
jkaem and Stiko, who have played so much world-class Mirage over the years. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
It really is bizarre. It feels like they're in their own heads. Missed smoke. Missed smoke again. Waro has a gap to exploit. Oh, this is actually a CT smoke. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's on me, folks. That's on me. I'm seeing demons right now. Okay, sense. Nice shot. Get something off the pistols. Gizmy says no. Maybe uses a few too many bullets. Well, the problem is DemQQ still in Palace. Yeah, he just has a MAC-10. Oh, that's the bomb. Oh, no, that's the bomb. And now DemQQ has the freest kill of his life. And Knock has no chance. No way, no how. Monte race towards this finish. Race towards the 2-0. Race towards the lower bracket final.
And I guess Apeks has to just buy again. 8 would be too much. You're not winning 8 in a row. Yeah. And they recognize the severity of the situation. This looks so good for Monte. They've been... I mean, Ancient had its awkward moments, let's call it. But overall, a really great day of CS from them so far. And check out Apeks. Simple call, straight out A. Smoke on the Molotov. First kill doesn't go their way. Neither does the second. The bomb is not near being planted. It's just stuck behind Firebox. And this is a massacre. This is a decimation. This surely is over.
Stick a fork in Apeks. They are done. Cooked. Fried. Toast. I mean, there is just nothing left in this team, it feels.
They're just so deflated.
We'll give it one last try. Deegs, attack 9, a single rifle. Nikolil. What do they got for us? Meanwhile, on the other side, I mean, full praise on. Monte's been playing great. The individuals have been sharp. They've done a great job of reading and reacting. DemQQ's had some nice control in towards Palace that's caused lots of problems. But haven't necessarily had the stiffest test in this one. Here comes the play. Gizmy 1, Gizmy 2, Gizmy can't quite get away, but you know, the exchange rate's not bad. That's the bomb. Dropped on catwalk now. You're gonna need Stiko to pull off a miracle here from apartments with the Deeg. I think that's about the only way this goes in Apex's favor. He currently has the catwalk player back turn, but yeah, great sense of timing for Krasnal. Okay, now it is actually just Stiko. One man against the world. And information given up. Stiko hits the first. This would be truly incredible, but he's not ready for Waro to be so close, and it is 13-4. Monte wastes no time. That is utter domination from start to finish. Apeks won both pistols. Apeks won both pistols and lost 13-4. That was astonishing. That was I mean